Bold prediction 2025, the UFC will buy Pfl Bellator. They got a history of buying stuff. Remember, they bought the WEC back in the day. Oh, yeah, they did. They even bought Pride. Pride will never die, but it got sold, though. They even bought the WFA just so they could have the contract of Rampage Jackson, so they could have the Liddell rematch. And Rampage made it do what it do. He knocked out Chuck Liddell. We'll talk about that another day. The UFC even bought Strikeforce. And eventually everybody PFL, because the PFL, they losing money big time, man. They're cutting back on stuff. The Ngannou signing ain't what they thought it would be, because he only bought in 10,000 pay-per-view buys. That ain't it, man. They got Jake Paul. He's not cheap. They spending all this money and it ain't working. PFL versus Bellator, and Bellator gave them that work. Shout outs to Rihanna, just beating them down. So I'm letting you know now, the PFL, they got something special with Dakota. So that's the bargaining chip to the UFC. Instead of doing a trade for her, you know the UFC will trade for fighters that they want. Don't trade Dakota. Just sell the UFC the company. And that'll be the best thing to do for the PFL.